Hello, Taurus, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscriptions. Okay, so Taurus, what I like to do is to introduce you to another oracle deck of mine, and I'm going to use my more dreamscape oracle deck. Okay, but I first like to start off by just asking you a simple question. Have you ever wondered whether your dreams could actually be used as an oracle, or whether they could better facilitate, ladies and gentlemen, your ability to manifest as well as co create the life or the love life that you're seeking here? Okay? What my intention is today is to show you that you certainly can do that, okay, by just understanding what occurs in your dreams. Okay, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to utilize these dreamscapes cards to kind of give you some indication, Taurus, where you are and where you headed in regards to your romantic situation. And this reading is valid until the end of September. All right. Rest assured, Taurus, that this reading will not and may not resonate for each and every one of you out there. But for those for whom this reading is meant, I certainly hope it offers you the information that you're seeking. Okay? So, with that said, let me go on and just shuffle up this deck here, my Oracle Dreamscape deck, just to give you some indication of what the Spirit is wants me to convey to you. Okay? Something that you need to know for your highest good here. So, Spirit, what seems to be going on with Taurus' romantic situation? Give me some messages surrounding Taurus's romantic situation, okay? We're going to start off first by just examining. I'm going to select 3 of the cards that fell to the bottom of the deck, ladies and gentlemen, just to give you the various energies that I'm seeing here that pervades your reading here. Okay. All right. Let's go on and select the card here. We have the Sky Dancers. Okay. Now this card, it's certainly all about, as you would imagine here, we're seeing surrendering. It's all about letting go. Okay. So when you have that card appear here, particularly in your reading here, it's telling you that it's time that you let go of situations really that really no longer work for you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? It's time that you surrender to the idea that you certainly can't change an individual. Okay? It's time that you understand that you've done all that you could possibly do in a romantic situation. Okay? But this card is telling you that liberation is basically the key when you're seeing that card there. And it's asking you to assume more of the divine, feminine type energy here. It shows to me, it seems here too, for quite plausible that I'm seeing is that a new romantic situation is about to manifest for you guys here, and it seems that many of you're at a fork in the road and you're going to have to make a decision here. Okay, and I'm feeling, it's a decision that you're going to have to let someone go. I'm hearing 112 song in my head. It's over now, That's what I'm getting, and it's time to move on to something else a bit more challenging, okay? Or a bit more fruitful. All right, let's go on and select another card here. We have Joyful Muse. Now, this card brings about a lot of inspiration towards. So what this card is saying here is that it's time that you take some time out and play, because it seems that you've been frustrated quite a bit. You've been worrying extremely too much here, I'm getting. And perhaps so much so that you are now boring even yourself. Okay? So it seems to me that this card is saying that a change in perspective as well as a change in attitude appear to be required here. This card kind of makes me think about the Mary J. Blige song that came up, you know. This song wants you to look in the mirror and say, "Good morning, gorgeous," you know. More pleasure is needed because it seems that you've been hurt a lot in your past here. It's time to heal. It's time to start reliving those old same hurtful songs and move on to greener pastures. Okay? Understand that you are going to get through this storm. All right? And then you have, I knew it, empty well here. It's time to replenish. This certainly shows, ladies and gentlemen, that your well has, someone's well has definitely run dry here. That's why it's time that I'm feeling that there's a need for you guys to embrace something new and let this painful situation go. Okay? Because it seems that there's nothing in the situation for you. It looks like it's something seems to be more connected with an ex, or for some of you, you may have been having problems with an existing situation that you might want to consider moving on as well here. But of course, is a decision that's required. Okay? It seems that a lot of you tend to diminish yourself and your pursuit for love for others. You know? I don't feel that there's something left between you and another here, despite what you might feel. The well is completely dry. Okay? Therefore, it's time to really say farewell, Taurus, and let go. You know you did your best, as already indicated, and understand that even though you're going to go through this mourning and grieving stage, Spirit is, in fact, with you. Take a risk. Take a leap of faith. Okay? Stop lowering your standards or diminishing you again in your pursuit to be with someone. Okay? You seems that the situation that you had, or some of you may even be involved now, seems to be a bit unrequited. Okay? There is not enough chemistry. It's too one-sided, I'm getting. Take more responsibility for your actions as well as take more control. Have more self-control. No need to keep trying to repair things with this person because, again, I have to stress, and some of you may not want to hear it, but this well seems to be completely dry. And your reading is almost similar to the Gemini reading I'm getting here. All right? Let's move right along and look at your current situation, ladies and gentlemen. We have Benefactor. Wow, this is a very good card. This is all about grace as well as generosity. So this is suggesting here that there are a lot of gifts as well as support that surround you here, and you're about to be blessed. I'm getting in ways that you couldn't possibly imagine. It seems that you're being blessed here for all of the good things that you may have done for others, including a lover here that I'm getting that may have been a bit codependent on you. All right? You're going to have the abundance to share, and this card is asking you to be generous, okay? And it looks like it's, like I said, some of you may be involved with someone existing, but I just feel that a lot of the negativity seems to be stemming from an ex-person that may be trying to, wiggle him or herself back into your life, or it could be with someone existing. And of course, I'm going to be pulling out letters to help you identify, okay, who this person, that you might want to kind of be a bit more vigilant around if you should you continue to deal with him or her. All right, let's go on and pull another card and look at what potential obstacles and or assistance that might come your way here. Okay, we have the Garden of Venus. Now this card is all about rest and renewal. So we can look at this card both as an obstacle as well as assistance or an ally. Okay? Understand that all is well. This card wants you to accept yourself, all right? And some of you may have a difficult time doing so. It wants you to come back to you. Embrace love, which might be difficult for some of you to do as well because of the pain that you've gone through. You need to let go of the past, Taurus, okay? Because many of you are downright tired and you really need to rest, okay? This card is all about resting. And when you rest and heal, you'll wake up more vibrant and more renewed here. Love who you are, Taurus. All right? Let's move right along and look at what might be hidden in your situation that you may not be aware of. We have straddling worlds. Wow, this card is all about wandering between rims, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So, with that said, it certainly shows, it seems that you seem to be comfortable in two states of being, I'm getting. You guys are in a inventive type period, I'm kind of getting here. I feel that one foot seems to be stuck in the past and one is kind of stuck in the new or trying to get to the new here, but it's difficult because of the foot that's in the past. All right? So understand, Taurus, there is certainly no going back to how things used to be. So you're going to have to embrace change despite whether you want to or not. It's going to be thrust upon you, okay? Don't discuss your intentions with others. Let them be it all, I'm getting, as you reinvent yourself here with this card. This card shows that the world is your oyster. You are the magician, Taurus, and you can definitely manifest what I've indicated from the onset and with your dreams. Manifest what you truly desire. Okay? Let's move right along and look at your probable outcome here. I'm going to go on and select two cards. Here we have Fallen Angel. This card is all about spiritual narcolepsy. Wow. So with that said, with that card is kind of giving a strong indication. Once again, it's further stressing that you guys, you gotta try to watch out for these fallen angels here. Okay, people who prey on your emotions. Okay, people. I'm seeing that you're going to constantly be tempted and seduced during this time period in question. But you're going to be seduced, ladies and gentlemen, into a one-sided, toxic type situation. And these are the people that you're trying to avoid. Okay? I feel that if that's not the case, some of you might already be in a situation such as this. And you need to release these people. And since, ladies and gentlemen, as you see here with the symbolism in this card here, this angel is definitely falling from grace here. So you need to, again, you have to change your perspective on how you're viewing things. And it looks like that many of you are somewhat of in an entangled type web where you're going to have to make a decision. That's very important. And you seem to be involved in a very dangerous, toxic situation. And you need to step back, Taurus, and really evaluate your next step and then move forward with a decision here. And then to further emphasize the danger that you seem to be in here, you're involved in a situation where someone is not being true. We have many masks. This card is all about the authentic self. So Taurus, either you are masking your true feelings or you're doing something that you might consider not doing when it comes romantically, or you're involved with someone who is masking his or her feelings, okay? So with that said, I'm going to go on and just move on to my bag of letters. Here we are, I have 200 letters here, and I'm going to select 20 letters to help you guys identify this person who is wearing this mask or the person around whom you might want to consider being a bit more vigilant until you really make your decision. Okay? Now, if your name appears here within these given letters, Taurus, it means that you might in fact be wearing a mask and you're not being true with your feelings. Okay? So, Spirit, guide me to the correct 20 letters to help Taurus identify this person. Okay? 20 letters. Let's see. All right. We have an L, an A, an E, H, E, N, M, G, U, O, A. Okay, we need 9 more letters, Spirit. 9 more letters. 2, 4, 5. 4 more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we have an N, A, S, another N, H, N, R, I, and the last letter is A-Y. Okay, I'm going to call them back to you, Taurus, to make sure that you have them. We have 2 E's. There are 4 N's, 3 A's, 1 R, an L, Y, I, S, 2 H's, an M, U, O, as well as a G. Okay? So I certainly hope that these letters help identify this snake or this person who might be wearing a mask, or the people that you might want to consider being a bit more vigilant. So what I like to do, Taurus, is just to shift gears here and go on and just take out another oracle deck for you, my heart-shaped deck. And I'm going to shuffle these cards up to just get you 5 additional messages here regarding your situation during this time period in question. So, Spirit, what additional messages would you like me to share with Taurus concerning their romantic situation? What additional messages? What additional messages? Okay. Start with your first message here. Okay. Sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. So perhaps some of you may be involved, as I said, in an existing situation that may have soured, and you may need to just have a discussion about things in order to move it forward here. Okay? Next message. Okay, this seems to be a message from your ex that I'm getting. Though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time, and nothing is missing. And it's also from a deceased relative here that I'm getting for some of you who may have lost someone recently. Okay, third message. Wait, wow. Don't rush into or allow nature to take its course here. So this message is clearly telling you that some of you may be recently engaged or involved in a situation where you might want to take some time before making any haphazard decisions or life-changing decisions. Fourth message. Twin flames or passion is certainly igniting. While you may have this karmic or soulmate type attraction to one another, you still need to take your time, Taurus. And last but not least, Cupid hour strike. So it seems that, the cards are kind of suggesting that one door is closing and a new one is opening here, but there still is a snake lurking. So rest assured that's a significant factor that you might want to at least kind of keep your radars up during this time period in question. So in conclusion, Taurus, I'm going to go on and just share with you one final message from Spirit. And Taurus, keep in mind that if this reading has resonated with you guys or is resonating, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and share it with others. Okay? If you've yet to subscribe to this channel, Taurus, please take a few moments and just tap that subscription button and hit the bell so you can see the readings as I do those. Okay, so Spirit, what final message would you like me to share with Taurus? And I will be sharing this with you using my postcards here. What final message would you like for me to share with Taurus, particularly for this time period in question? Okay, let's see. Dearest you, let us ask you, are you looking for happiness outside of your everyday, moment to moment experience? Thinking you will find happiness out there someday. So many go chasing a magic it out there, but it never could be found there. So we want to share a secret that shouldn't be a secret. You are pure joy. What made you is pure joy. And every time you wake up and even when you sleep, you have nothing waiting to be expressed inside you. Joy and happiness and fullness come from doing joy, being joy, knowing it, cultivating it, enlightening it in your heart so that you can share it. You must know this so when the time comes, you will be fully free and your joyful being and actions will turn you into a beacon of starlight. Look within and be joyful, even for tears and loss, for they mean you have lived, really lived. Jump into it all and love every minute. We all love you like crazy over here. So, Taurus, this is a very empowering message from Spirit. Again, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to view this reading, and be sure to like and share, subscribe, and send me over your comments. If you like a more personalized reading, my information is certainly included in the description box. Enjoy your day. Thanks a lot.